The dark side of ancient beauty. Deadly experiments that shocked history. What if I told you that ancient people were willing to poison themselves daily just to look beautiful? What if the makeup routines of queens and emperors involved substances so toxic they could kill you? Today, we're diving into the most shocking and bizarre beauty experiments from ancient civilizations, ones that will make you grateful for modern cosmetics. The Egyptian death mask. Beauty worth dying. For ancient Egypt wasn't just about pyramids and pharaohs, it was ground zero for humanity's most dangerous beauty obsession. Egyptian men and women, regardless of social class, painted their eyes with kohl made from galena pure lead sulfide. Yes, you heard that right. They willingly applied poison around their eyes every single day. But here's the twisted part. They knew lead was deadly. The Egyptians used it as an actual poison to kill enemies. Yet, they kept smearing it on their faces because pale skin and dramatic eyes were considered divine. The lead-based kohl didn't just make their eyes pop, it forced their immune systems into overdrive, ironically helping prevent eye infections. A dangerous trade-off indeed. The wealthy went even further. Queen Nefertiti and her court used malachite and other toxic minerals for green eyeshadow. Red ochre mixed with animal fat created the perfect blush, if you survived the process. And the most disturbing part? This wasn't just vanity. These cosmetics were sacred, connecting the wearer to the gods. Priests would even apply makeup to statues of deities during ceremonies. Roman roulette, when beauty became a death game. If you thought the Egyptians were extreme, wait until you hear about the Romans. Roman women used white lead mixed with chalk and crocodile dung, yes, actual crocodile excrement, to achieve the pale complexion that screamed aristocracy. They knew it was poisonous, but pale skin mattered more than life itself. Wealthy women like Poppaea, Emperor Nero's wife, bathed daily in donkey milk, requiring a herd of 500 donkeys just for her vanity. Rouge was worse. They used cinnabar, mercury ore and red lead, fully aware it could cause madness and death. The Latin word lenocinium meant both prostitution and makeup. That's how morally dangerous society saw these beauty practices. And men weren't safe either. Emperor Otho used daily bread dough masks. Emperor Elagabalus removed all his body hair and wore full makeup, shocking acts that fueled political instability. The Chinese poison powder protocol. Ancient Chinese beauty rituals sound like they came from a sorcerer's recipe. Rice flour and pearl powder might seem harmless, but they were mixed with mercury, arsenic and lead, all to achieve the porcelain white skin of nobility. The darker truth, these toxic powders weren't just cosmetics. They were believed to balance spiritual energy and connect the user to divine powers. Buddhist and Taoist priestesses even used them during rituals, seeking enlightenment through poison. The Mayan blood and bone beauty cult. The Maya and Aztecs turned beauty into a blood sport. Warriors painted their faces with cinnabar mixed with human blood before battle. Red symbolized life and divine power. Black, made from charcoal and ground bone, represented death and rebirth. But the darkest practice? Aztec priestesses painting themselves with pigments from crushed beetles, sacrificial blood, and toxic plants. These weren't cosmetics. They were spiritual transformations, sometimes deadly ones. The Greco-Roman gender trap. In Greece and Rome, beauty could destroy your reputation. Any man caught wearing makeup was labeled effeminate and immoral, with one exception. Men in passive homosexual roles were expected to wear cosmetics a dangerous social marker that could mean life or death. Women weren't spared either. Greek women smeared greasy lanolin, sheep's wool fat, on their skin as a night cream. Roman women applied masks made of bird nests, antlers, and even urine. The smell was so overwhelming. Husbands often banned them from their bedrooms. The deadly truth behind ancient glamour. What's most shocking isn't just the toxicity. It's that people continued, fully aware of the danger. Romans stored their deadliest cosmetics in gold and ivory boxes, treating poison like treasure. The Byzantines carried these practices into the Christian era. Men and women used boys' urine as hair dye, and powdered oyster shells mixed with lead as face powder. These weren't accidents. They were calculated risks taken by entire civilizations, from Egyptian queens to Roman empresses, from Chinese courtesans to Aztec priestesses. Humans have always been willing to gamble with death in the name of beauty. So the next time you complain about your skincare routine, remember this: at least your moisturizer won't kill you. Because for the ancients, beauty was more than pain. It was life or death. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on MED Spear.